Right, well, I decided to check out that system and the planet that I was told about in those audio logs in the last video. So here we are at Ares region, dark region, DB-X D1-63, and we are on the planet A7A. As you can probably tell from the music, things are a little bit on the sinister side, and that's because it is another Thargoid structure. Now I've already checked it out. Unfortunately I can't go in there because I don't have a Thargoid link or a Thargoid probe or a Thargoid artifact. But it was still worth coming here because I have not done any instance hopping, and you'll remember that I turned up here with 6 meta alloys. They are now 18, so I found 12 in this area, so that's twice the number that were at the Barnacle Forest. I will definitely take that. So although I can't enter the thing, and now that I've found it, it does get marked on the map. Initially it's not, you have to try and find it. So take a look at my coordinates there, 25.57, 78.31. That's where you will find this. Anyway, yeah, it was worth coming here to get that many meta alloys. Now, I want to find somewhere where I can dock. Preferably somewhere that is not going to be a pain in the arse. I can't dock anywhere there. So I may just end up going back to my base of operations in here, HR 1185. I think it's only about 5 or 6 jumps. But of course with 18 meta alloys in the hold, I'm going to have every fucking pirate in the area after me. So yeah, 6 jumps. Well, right. See you. I'll be back when we get there. Right, so we are back on the Indra, and yeah, there was something I forgot to mention yesterday. So we've had all of this expo, whatever it's fucking called, thing happening. I can't believe someone actually asked me if I was going to it. Yeah, I was going to be seen dead there. And well, we've had a few announcements about what is coming in season 3. Actually, before I go on to that, I did see a few photographs of the whole expo thing posted on the Elite Dangerous Facebook page. And while I was looking through these photos, the one thing that kept springing to mind was, yeah, they've clearly been rather optimistic as far as the seating arrangements. It was less than half the seats actually had people in them. Yeah, I get the feeling it wasn't the resounding success that Frontier Developments hoped, or that people on the forums would have you believe. Anyway, so Season 3 sounds like it is going to start next year, or maybe around December time, like the first two did. And we've got a name of it. It's called Beyond. So first we had Horizons and then Beyond. I mean, Frontier Developments are really working hard on avoiding the cliche titles there, aren't they? What's the fourth one going to be called? The Revenge, you know. Fucking hell. Anyway, I mean, I'm laughing at it, but in essence, it really isn't a laughing matter. We all knew for fuck knows how long now that Season 3, as they insist on calling it, is going to consist more or less like 80%, maybe even 90% of bug fixes and improving features that were just implemented in the most rudimentary way they possibly could, which is pretty much everything. And of course, everybody on the forums have been, you know, shooting their collective wads in their fucking pants over these new screenshots. Except, of course, the screenshots are just rendered. They're not actually from gameplay. And they're all saying, isn't it going to be great? Look at how fantastic they look. And yeah, okay, I admit, these rendered screenshots do look impressive. But we've had 3 years of Frontier Development saying, this is what it's going to look like. Isn't it going to look fantastic? And it never has. And, well, on the forums, I'd seen more and more people getting, you know, increasingly fucking skeptical about Frontier Developments delivering on anything. But suddenly, it's all back to the old way of, oh, this is going to be fantastic, yeah, it's going to be fucking great, fucking blah blah blah. Are you all that fucking naive? Frontier Developments have proven time and time again that you should never take what they say at face value. At this moment in time, I do not believe for 1 second that Season 3 is going to deliver on any of the like visual improvements that they've shown. The only things I know that they will definitely deliver is that they've told us there are 2 new ships coming. 2 in an entire season. And no, the Panther Clipper is not among them. The first is the Crate, which is a ship that appeared in certainly in Elite and Frontier, both of which described the Crate as an old ship that was pretty much obsolete and was being replaced by the Mamba. And yet here we are in Elite Dangerous, we've got the Crate coming, but no mention of the Mamba. The second ship is one that's completely new, and I can't remember what it's called. So, yeah. Because the thing is, the Crate was a small fighter, you know, combat specific ship favoured by pirates in Elite. Well, we've already got plenty of small ships, and, you know, we have plenty of small combat specific ships already. You know, we've got the Vulture, right, as a medium, but, you know, I consider anything that isn't a fucking Anaconda small. yeah, so yeah, we've got the Vulture, we've got the Further Lance isn't exactly the biggest ship going, so we've got that. We've got the Eagle. You know, we've already got small combat-specific ships. We really don't need another one. Now, I know I'm the one who's been going on about how I wish we had all of the ships from the first 3 games in this. But the thing is, in order for it to work, they had to have been there from the start. You can't add another small fucking combat specific ship 4 years after the game was released. Because unless you are a completely new player, and there are far fewer of those than, again, the brown nosers would have you believe, then the chances are there would be no point at all in you even looking at it. So anyway, so that's coming. But then there's the really big problem I have with Beyond Season 3. A lot of people on the forums have been complaining that they have the lifetime upgrade subscription thing, which I've got, but that's only because I got it before the beta went live. And they're saying, they're complaining about the fact that Season 3 is going to be free to all players who have Horizons. And that's their complaint. I think they're rather missing a rather obvious point. We know that Season 3 is going to contain bug fixes, and we mean major bug fixes, major glitch fixes, and major improvements over the rudimentary implementation of multiple features. And it's free to people who have Horizons. Well, I know 2 people myself, and I know there are plenty of others out there who have Elite Dangerous but do not have Horizons. Which means that in order for them to get the bug fixes, glitch fixes, not new features, just fixing issues that are in the game that Frontier Developments have admitted are there, or sort of admitted, that they've at least acknowledged that they're there, and to improve the shit implementation of multiple features. These people who don't have Horizons have 2 options. Either buy Horizons, in which case you have to pay to get these important bug and glitch fixes, or you just don't bother with it and you carry on with a bug-ridden game, glitch-ridden game with shitty implementation of features. And that is fucking out of order. I can't believe that Frontier Developments have the nerve to even consider that, let alone announce it. So what they're basically saying is, oh yes, great, you bought the original game, yeah, thanks a lot, but you didn't pay out even more money to buy the expansion. So these important bug fixes, glitch fixes and all that, glitch fixes, all of that stuff, no, you're not having that. You're not going to get them until you've paid for Horizons, otherwise you can get fucked. That's essentially their attitude towards people who have bought the base game but not bought the expansion. And there is absolutely nothing that can justify that at all. But it's been announced that is what Frontier Developments are doing. I suspect that the vast majority of people who only have Elite Dangerous and do not have Horizons will actually just say, well, Frontier developments can get fucked then. They're not going to say, oh, well, alright, I'll buy Horizons then. Because if they haven't bought Horizons now, by now, it's because the game doesn't interest them that much. And the ridiculous thing is that for a lot of those people, I dare say the reason the game doesn't interest them that much is because it's full of bugs, full of glitches, and full of shitty implementation of features. All of which will be fixed in Season 3, if we are going to be naive enough to believe what Frontier developments tell us. But yeah, you're not getting them because you haven't got Horizons. Fucking what? So yeah, that's this clip. I just came back to have a fucking rant about that because I cannot fucking believe that. That is utter bollocks. Right, well, I'll be back when I feel like doing something, and yeah, it probably mean I'm gonna head off and see if I can actually find some Thargoids that I can interact with. So yeah, back in a few. Right, so I think it's time to have another stab at finding some Thargoid signals. See if I can actually get some interaction with the fucking things. Before I do that, yeah, if we check in the stats here, as well as my updated search and rescue, below that we have a new entry, so encounters, and I have a Thargoid imprint 3. Now, that must have happened when I was at that Thargoid structure in the Ares Dark region, and scattered around there are these like Thargoid uplink devices which you can scan, and I'm pretty sure I only scanned 3 of them, so that's got to be where they came from. So at last I actually have something there. Yeah. The other thing I want to do is just make a quick change to my outfitting. At the moment, my missile racks, as you can see, under here, and the multi-cannons, the AX multi-cannons, are on the wings, which means they're quite spread out. And well, as you can see, they're the fixed ones, and they're just not in a very good position there. And although I have the turrets in storage, I'd rather be able to do more damage than use turreted ones. Besides which, if I do fit multi-cannon turrets, it will mean that the only weapon I've got that is not on a turret is the plasma accelerator. So it's far from ideal. So what I'm going to do is swap these around. So the AX multi-cannons are on the bottom, and the missile racks are on the upper bulkhead. And the missile racks, as you can see, they are turreted, so they're okay, being a bit, you know, sort of spread, whatever you want to fucking call it. But now that the multi-cannons are positioned here, it's just I think a slightly better positioning for them. Does mean that I now need to sort out their power priorities again. that is taken care of. Yes, now I've got to fucking switch all these around again. So, right, one, and then again we're here. And now, yeah, with these I want the multi-cannons, yeah, again as 1, and the missiles on 2, yeah. Alright. I think I've got that okay. Well, we'll soon find out. Actually, the other thing, I am starting to get really sick of the number of times I'm being interdicted because I've got these. So, well, whether I find any Thargoids or not, the next time I land back here, I'm going to sell whatever one of these meta alloys I still have left, because I'm just sick to death of being interdicted. Well, in this system alone, I've been interdicted 3 times, just, you know, the instant I go into Super Cruise, and that's not, you know, 3 times in total. That's 3 times just since I got back here from the last clip. So yeah, it's getting on my fucking tits. So we'll head to this distress call, because, well, apart from the one time in the previous video, there's always been Thargoids here, but if I find any Thargoid signal sources, I will check them out. So I think I will, yeah, I want the Xeno scanner selected at the moment. So right, here we go. Let's make our way from the Indra. Fuck. The distress signals on the other side of the planet. And I've also got to watch out when I'm leaving here. I keep forgetting that I'm within the ring system. So I keep flying into the fucking things and taking hull damage because of the emergency stop that I have to make. So let's try to not fuck it up this time. Yeah, there it is. It wasn't too late before I saw it this time, for once. And for once I haven't had a message appear from somebody who plans on fucking interdicting me again. Well, no, neither of them are going to. So we'll make our way to the distress call and we'll see if there are any interesting signal sources on the way. Now the thing is, no matter what happens, whether it's at the distress call or the signal source, I'm not going to be able to destroy a Thargoid ship. They are just far too strong, and no matter what weaponry I've got on my particular vessel, I'm not going to be able to take on a Thargoid and win single-handedly. In order to destroy a Thargoid ship, which I don't particularly want to do anyway, so I don't want to attack them just for the sake of attacking them. But yes, if I am going to be able to defeat the Thargoid, I have to be in a wing. It's as simple as that. Now, I have had an offer somebody wants me to, or they've suggested anyway, that I join them in a wing. That someone is Commander O'Hara. I don't think he's appeared in any of my videos yet, but he was the first person who I teamed up with in this game. I mean, this was during Beta 1 and then again throughout Beta 2, so of course wings hadn't been implemented. But yeah, he was the first person that I was basically flying with. So yeah, he suggested it. Yeah, okay. There aren't going to be too many people who are going to be offering to wing up with me or offer, you know, a wing position with them. So yep, I will give it a go and see what happens. Naturally I will do a video of it if and when we go ahead and do that. Anyway, we are here, so let's see if there are any Thargoids here. You're fucking joshing me. No, not a fucking sign of them. Honesty pills? What the fuck are they? Well, I've never heard of them, but it sounds interesting if nothing else. Let's go and scoop up a ton of legal honesty pills. I can't believe this. The second consecutive time I've been here when recording and not a fucking sign of a Thargoid ship. Not one. And the last time I was here, well, prior to either of those, prior to, you know, the last video and this one, there was two of the fuckers here. And now the second consecutive time there is no fucking sign of them anywhere. Right, so I grabbed them. What else have we got here? There's a couple of nerve agents. Some more honesty pills there. I don't even know if they're worth anything. 1.2 away. 1.22, 1.88. Fuck it. So none of them are exactly close. Alright, well, I'll scoop what I want from here, but yeah, well, I'm not fucking recording me, you know, hanging around here again, so I'll be back when I finish scooping whatever I'm going to take from here, and we'll see what we do next. Well, I've picked up everything that I am going to, so yeah, those two honesty pills, looks like they have reasonable value each. Black box, 2 nerve agents, encrypted correspondence. I don't know why I picked that up actually. 3 reactive armour, damaged escape pod, along with my 18 metal alloys. So because I've now got all this lot, I really don't have much option but to go back to the Indra, and hopefully there will be a Thargoid signal that I will encounter on the way back. I can't help noticing that since I've started to do these videos again, I haven't seen a single fucking Thargoid signal in this system. Yet when I first got here, I was seeing them all over the fucking place. Now before I do anything else, I want a fuel scoop because, okay, it's not like I am getting desperate for fuel, but I wouldn't say no to scooping a bit more. I forgot how close I was to the fucking planet, so yeah, it's taking me what seems like a fucking age to finally start moving towards the primary star. I say primary star, it's the only star, I think. No, it isn't. This is a binary system. Right. Okay, I already have the Indra selected.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, let's head in the direction then of this fucker. Hopefully a signal source will come along. There's actually a Thargoid. When I first came to this system, I was seeing them all over the place and I was thinking, right, well, I'm not ready to check them out yet, so I was actively avoiding them. Now I'm practically begging for the fucking things to turn up and there's no sign of them. I also said I would sell all the meta alloys once I get back here, no matter what. That was on the understanding that I would actually encounter a fucking Thargoid during my time out here. There hasn't been the slightest fucking whiff of one. So I guess I'm not going to sell my meta alloys just yet after all. Because I picked up more stuff which I hand in at the search and rescue thing. Okay, it doesn't pay a fortune. It doesn't pay anything like a fucking fortune. But it's me doing my good deed for the day, and it does improve my rating with the Empire. Although I think my rating with the Empire is already pretty good. Yeah, 100. Don't think I can get much better than that. Right, what's this? There we are, non-human signal source threat 5. Oh, here we go. Right, where is it? There it is. It's seen me. Going to come towards me and scan me, and when he does, I will scan him at the same time. Unfortunately, the Xeno scanner is fucking slow to scan. There we go. So, how will he react then if I jettison one? Because at the moment he's just standing there. There we go, I've jettisoned it. He's gone after it. Looks like the gravitational pull of the planet has picked it up, so he can't get it. There it is. Yeah, it's just getting further and further away. Can't do anything with it. So it's Thargoid Interceptor, Cyclops variant, whatever difference that makes. He's completely ignoring me. He's just trying to get that meta-alloy canister. But yeah, he's buggered off. So what's he gonna do? He's just carrying on scanning everything out here. So does that mean that canister... yeah, it's too far away. So he's ignoring me. Now there are supposedly two Thargoid factions. One basically attacks every human they get near. The other is more like this one, who just checks out, scans everything and then buggers off. They're not at all hostile. So even though he's currently here in amongst all this wrecked ships and everything, I don't think this is the Thargoid that did it. Mind you, I don't think that the Thargoids have destroyed any of the ships. Just because you happen to find them here doesn't mean they did it. I mean, another ship could turn up at that distress signal where I was while I was there scanning it. That doesn't mean it was me that destroyed them. He's pissing off. Yeah, we're going to get the creating the frameshift bubble. That huge fucking and there he's gone. So I can't scan the Thargoid wake yet. I haven't got a wake scanner. Mind you, can I scan it with the Xeno scanner? So I have a feeling I may have pissed that Thargoid off more than anything else, because yeah, I offered him a ton of meta alloys and they just drifted away. So okay, let's see, can I scan this? No, pressing the button, it's not doing anything. What about a data link scan? Will that do anything? No. But yeah, I've got a K-Warrant scanner. Don't have a data link scanner. Okay, so well, I encountered one, but gravity meant that my canister that I offered him didn't do fuck all, because he couldn't get it, and he wasn't hostile, so he didn't show any aggressive action towards me at all. So I'm going to keep these meta alloys then, and I'll try it again with the next Thargoid that I see. Whatever the fuck that is. So I guess that's something else for me to record. fuck it, it looks like the fucking landing pad is right on the other fucking side. Oh no, that's 3. That's no good to me. 3's only a small, so that'll be for that sidewinder that's coming up behind me. This is the only thing that annoys me about mega ships. If you're trying to find the landing pad, here it is, sometimes it can be right on the other fucking side.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Now, will that have counted as a Thargoid encounter? Well, let's dock and find out.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
No. Well, scan the fucker. What more did I have to do to get it to be classed as an encounter? Well, alright, so let's get rid of all this guff that I picked up. No point doing anything there. So search and rescue. So yeah, 1 black box. Well, it's about 10,000. Yeah, 10,734. That's it, right. So actually, have I got anything that I can sell on the black market? No. So everything I've got now is legal. So 2 nerve agents. It's going to send my average trade thing fucking way down. You are joking. This lot buy them for, oh thank fuck for that. It costs 111 to buy from here. So, well, that's not bad. So they're rare goods, but from what system? Don't remember. Honesty pills. Oh. Right, so I've got 3 more reactive armour, that's right. I'm going to make next to fuck all on those. 5,748, yeah. So my average transaction is probably fucking nosedived. Average profit 300,735. I'm amazed it's still in the 300,000s actually. Right, well again that was a little bit of a damp squib, so I was going to say that was the last one and I'll upload this once I've joined these clips together, but not much happened. He couldn't even get the meta allies that I gave him. So yeah, this video isn't finished yet. I'm going to have another stab at trying to find a Thargoid, preferably one that's not so close to the planet that the meta alloys that I drop will always be out of his reach. Mind you, he was quite keen to get hold of the fucking things. He didn't give up for a while. So anyway, I'll be back then when I decide to have another stab.